Hi, this is Heidi Ellsworth, and we are back at METALCON Live in the Metal Coffee Shop soundstage. We sponsored by New Tech Machinery, and I tell you what, they were just here for Coffee Conversations. If you didn't catch it, you need to. But I am so excited right now because I'm with one of my dear friends, Randy Chaffee. You're going to know him because of BuildingWins.live. He also has his own manufacturer's reps. He's just everywhere. So, Randy, introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about your business.
Well, I will. Thank you for having me here. It's always great to see what you do. Yeah. And as we was talking off air, I just wanted to give a shout out to you guys. You do such great work for the industry.
Oh,
awesome
you.
Work, and it's something that's needed. And I love what you guys do. So, but thank you for having me on. And so I as you said, I have a rep agency.
Yep.
I like to say I've been doing it for 4+ decades, only because 4+ decades sounds not as long as 40+ years, right? Yeah. So I have a little vanity left. Gray hair or not, I still have some vanity. But I've been in this industry my whole life. Heavy in the metal roofing world, and a lot in the post-frame building industry.
Which we're getting into, and we're so excited to be at all the shows that you're going to be at.
Yes, you're going to be at the Frame Builder Show in Louisville.
Yeah, we just, they're on our site now, the Frame Builders. We are working with them. It's just so exciting, all these new associations.
It is. It's great, and that's such a great association. And I've been a member of the Buckeye Frame Builders Association for years.
They're on our site too,
Randy.
Great.
And I just got elected to the board this year.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I had my first board meeting, and that was kind of fun. And because I really believe that if you're going to live in an area, an industry, you got to support it.
Exactly.
You got to be involved, right?
We totally believe that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know you do. And you can't ever do enough, because if you just keep giving and doing, and I know that sounds like an old cliche, right? Yeah. But if you just keep giving and doing without any expectation back,
right,
you always will get 10x, 100x back.
It always comes back.
Right?
Always.
And so you just do it. Just do what's right.
Well, so now your company, Source One Marketing, right? And is actually going to have, watch for directories on Roofers Coffee Shop and Metal Coffee Shop. We're going to have it on there so you can kind of see all of the lines that Randy reps and does just a phenomenal job. But tell us a little bit, first of all, what you're seeing at the show, MetalCon. I mean, it seems pretty busy. What are some of the things that are interest to you? It's
been very busy. I was pleasantly surprised, because you always wonder every year, you hear all these things, and October, busy, one of the busiest months of the year. Is anybody going to show up? Yeah. But they always do. And people love to come to shows, right? And it's been very busy. I've had a great show so far.
Great.
It was a great vibe last night. I always come in early.
Yes.
Because sometimes I get more done, Heidi, as a rep the day before the show than I do during the show.
Yeah.
Because I'm in here, nobody's got 4 days of hangover left from being out all night and doing all that. Nobody's tired from the show. They're excited about being in town. Yep. You can hook up, jump together, have some chat, have a Dr. Pepper or two, right?
Yeah.
That's my code word.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper
Dr. Pepper, which might be a Cabernet, but that's okay. Anyway, but it's fun because I love the vibe of just hanging out at the host hotel, walking down the street and seeing somebody from the industry.
Yes.
And I love walking the show, and even people you don't know.
Yeah.
You just get to go, hey, I see you're from New York State. What do you do? I don't think we've met.
The ultimate networking.
It is.
It's the ultimate. Now, tomorrow night, if you're around, tomorrow at 3, we're doing in the main theater, we're going to have the power of networking.
Yes.
You should be there, because you could teach that, and I'll just sit down.
Oh, okay. No, I think no. You're still you're the resident pro. I'm still learning from you. I'm going to try to catch that. I've got that on my calendar.
Good. And then they're bringing in some Dr. Peppers at the end of our presentation.
Perfect.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty good.
Okay, you've already got me. You had me at doctor.
Yeah, we're going to be there. Okay, so I really would love to. You are on the road all the time. You're seeing so many people. Tell everybody your territory.
Yeah, so I handle Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, New York State, and all of the upper Northeast. So,
a lot.
It's a lot.
And you live part of the time in Florida.
Yes, and I do cover Florida for a couple products. Okay. Mainly because I want to be able to claim some of my office space down there, right?
Yeah, exactly. I love it.
But I do, and I travel a lot. So, and some people go, how do you travel 8 months of your life into the Northern Territory when you live in the South? But it's actually with flights, I can actually be in Columbus, Ohio area, seeing a distributor.
Yeah.
Quicker going from Naples up to Fort Myer, get on an airplane, get into Columbus, get the rental car, and drive an hour.
Yeah.
Then coming from Traverse City, Michigan area, which is where we live in the summer.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's actually, I don't lose any time. You spend a little more money.
Yeah.
But that's part of the deal. I love the South.
Okay, and you know what? I would be remiss if I didn't ask. How's your home?
Thank you. Naples is right on the outskirts of getting nailed. Downtown got nailed pretty hard.
Yeah.
A lot of water in the streets. A lot of our favorite restaurants were underwater, or a lot.
Wow.
But thank you for asking. We escaped.
Okay, good.
With really zero damage.
Oh, that's
great. So we were a little worried. I was watching we had all the shutters down except for the Ring doorbell on the front. So all the other shutters were down. So I couldn't see the cameras except for the Ring doorbell. And I was watching the palm trees as they're bending over. And, a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Not that it's our first hurricane, but still. And then, of course, they went out with either electric first or internet or who knows. But so then I'm just, I guess we'll find out in a couple of days, right?
Yeah.
But
and
no, thank you.
Everything's good.
Everything's good.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. So as you're with all these territories, what are some of the trends? What are some of the things that you're seeing? What are some of kind of the hot things that you're working with distributors, manufacturers, contractors?
Yeah. The first thing I'll tell you is the excitement, the vibe is strong in metal, in all roofing, but I'm pretty much a metal guy.
Right.
And everything I'm involved with in one shape or form is metal, and it just continues to grow. The excitement is there, and the guys are busy.
Right.
They're busy. They got a lot of work. I've talked to people just late last week that literally we're good friends. We go out 2, 3, 4 times a year and have dinner with the family, all that. We don't have time, We'd love to, but
it's just so busy.
We just cannot get away. They couldn't come to the show.
Right. That's what we're hearing.
Because they're just so busy.
Yeah.
And you want people to come to the show, but you also don't want to, if they're not coming because they're busy.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, right?
Right.
And so we're finding a lot of that. I think the enthusiasm going into the balance going through the balance of this year and into next year is very strong.
Good.
It's
That's
what
we want to keep hearing.
Yeah. I'm not hearing too much doom and gloom.
Good.
There's always the election cycle, right? And that always
messes things up.
But you know what? It always does, and then we always it's kind of like, I look at it as like kids and rock and roll and their music and stuff. It's always, this is the worst generation ever, right? Yeah, but we was the worst generation too, right?
Yeah.
It was somehow,
and they're really the best.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
Really are.
Somehow or another, it all comes out. But no, the industry appears strong.
Yeah.
Supply chain issues are thankfully way better than they were.
Good.
Are they perfect? No. Are there spot issues? Yes. Yeah. But part of it, I think, Heidi, there's always that silver lining to clouds, right?
Yeah.
And what we went through the last 2 or 3 years, one thing is a lot of people learn to adapt and to adopt, right? Yeah. But with that, I think us as manufacturers and our customers, once we went through the pain of hating each other for a while, right? Because this is a mess.
What to do, yeah.
But I think both of us on both sides got better.
Yeah,
and we became better.
I agree.
Inventory managers on both sides.
Yeah.
And just planned better because everybody got, I think, sucked into almost just in time. Not that really in our industry we work that way.
Right.
But that's the way it was. You order fasteners and we ship them tomorrow, and you have them 3 days.
And just in time has kind of taken over from contractors having their own warehouses, having their own supplies, kind of having that backup, which now we've heard has totally changed back. I mean, not totally, nothing's total, but but they now all have where they're reviving their warehouse.
Exactly, exactly. And they've decided that some things we can't control, our suppliers can't control. The only thing we can control is our response.
Right.
And we just can't be in that situation again, right?
Yeah, so they need to buy larger quantities, have it available, stocking their trucks.
Exactly.
Okay, so I want to talk about your show, which I love. So I've been on it twice.
Yes.
I'm so honored to have been on it. It's buildingwinds.live. Sorry, dyslexic. Buildingwinds.live. And I would love for you to share, how did you start it? Like why and how did you start it? And really, what is the concept and why should people be watching it?
Well, thank you. I love talking about it. The concept was interesting. I talked about silver linings, right?
Right.
I'm an old school road warrior, and that's what I've been my whole life. Way over 40 years of shaking hands, pizza and pop for lunch, kissing babies, shaking hands, bro hugging. That's just building relationships. That's my thing. Always was. Then all of a sudden, almost overnight,
COVID.
Like everybody else, we're all sitting at home.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
the first week I go, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, what am I going to do? Because this is not what I do, and I'm not prepared for this.
And how am I gonna get in front of all of the
Right.
people I need to get in
that
front of?
I need to, and I want
Yeah.
to, and I love to. Because the one thing that I feel like I have, and everybody has,
Yeah.
better, the one thing I do better than anybody else, the one thing I offer, because every product I have is very, very good,
Yeah.
but other people are good. Our competitors are good.
Yeah.
Is the only thing I have that's different is me.
Yeah.
I can give
It's
you
true.
the Randy effect.
Yes.
And I hope that's a little better.
I love the
hope
Randy
that's,
effect.
I hope that's worthwhile, right?
Yeah.
But I can't do that. I'm sitting at home.
Right.
And not to mention that my wife would prefer I wasn't sitting at home, but we were, because we're used to, she's used to me being gone too, right?
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is an adjustment for us
Tim
both.
and I have the same thing. We
I'm
know.
sure.
Yeah, we know.
So I started going, for years I thought that I wanted to have a force multiplier. How can I do more within the same amount of time, or even maybe slightly back off? Because sometimes I'll travel 11, 12 out of 13 weeks.
Yeah.
Or was.
Yeah.
And so when this hit, I can't travel, so I started looking, I got involved with a mastermind group.
Oh, okay.
One of the first things we did is we said, every day, twice a day, you've got to jump on the private group and do a video to the group.
Yes.
I don't care what you talk about, no typing it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a video.
A video. That's
Hey, I'm
hard.
Randy. I just took the trash out, and that was really fun. Anything. It didn't matter. Get used to being
Right.
more virtual, right?
Yeah.
And then for 2 or 3 people in that group started having live, stream podcasts or some
Yeah.
type. So I started guesting on a couple shows, and I go, I kind of like this. This is sort
Yeah.
of fun. And then I thought, you know what? This would be a good way to be in front of my people when I'm not in front of my people.
Yeah.
I can do it virtually.
Right.
And I can do it 1, 2, 3, 4 times a week, whatever it is. And so if I jump on and if you start building a catalog of shows,
Yeah.
and combine that with social media, everybody's seeing me 20 times a day,
Right.
whether I'm
Right.
there or not.
Yeah.
So that really was a way to force multiply myself. So that's what I started doing. Is I started doing the shows, and I remember the first one is that you have, besides the fact that I really sucked, but this was like, I rehearsed what I was going to say, which I never do anymore.
Yeah.
I just get on and talk.
No, you can't. If you rehearse, you mess up.
Oh yeah.
I really truly
I
believe
agree.
that.
When I do a lot of videos, as you may know,
Yeah.
on social media.
Yes.
I hate doing them.
Yeah.
I don't hate doing them, but I hate doing them because it takes me 5 takes because I keep trying to fix it.
Right.
And the
right.
one thing I like about live is there's no fixing it.
Yeah, you
Whatever
just
I
go.
just said stupid has already been said, right? And so there's a vibe to that, right? I don't have
Yeah.
to.
Oh.
But anyway, so I got started with that. And I remember, though, stepping out of the comfort zone, right? We talk about that a lot.
Right.
Everybody talks about that.
Yeah.
So I got my buddy Wes that you've met, my producer
Oh,
director.
he's great, yeah.
A great guy. And this is what he does for a living, direct
Right.
shows and podcasts himself. I hire him to be my director because I don't know enough about technology.
Right, yeah.
I'll screw it up. So we're going to start January 1st, 2 years ago, right? So it's a little over 2 years now.
Wow.
But then as we get closer, he's working on the bumpers, we're working on promo. And I go, well, Wes, there's a lot to do. We can push it to the 30th of January or even February 1st. That was all me.
Yeah.
Because I'm just scared and don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Right? And don't want to step out of that comfort zone.
know.
And I remember Wes said, I'm the director. You're the host. It's your show. But January 2nd, we are going live with or without you. All right, I guess we're going.
It
that's how
sounds like Megan Ellsworth there a little bit.
a little bit,
yeah,
I think.
I get this.
I think I like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to have that person to kick in the butt.
And tell you what to do or
Yep.
how to hold the phone or
Exactly.
how to talk. I know. It's like
Yep.
we always, I have to say too, I love the live too because I'm telling you right now, the first minute, I'm going to mess up every single word. And everybody knows it. You've been watching this.
Yeah.
For the first minute, it's like my words don't come out right. And then zoom, you're off. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's just you and me
Exactly.
sitting here talking. Yeah,
It
I
is.
love that.
It is. It's fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing it. So I started out, the first thing, Heidi, was I was going to be, and it's still directed to my industry,
Yeah.
but it was going to be customers and manufacturers and very product driven.
Right.
But I soon found out that after a while, I had some great guests, but after a while, how many roll form customers can I talk to week after week? It's still the same story.
Right. Yeah.
Different people, different places, but whether it's in Montana or Idaho or Florida, well, we got started and we went through the story is somewhat the same.
Yeah.
And so I still have those. still have manufacturers, but I started trying to bring people to my target audience that they might never see otherwise. They don't follow get to shows. They don't meet Heidi. They don't know what you're all about. I mean, like this week's show, I've got this Friday. I've already interviewed it. I've already done the show.
Okay.
It's taped.
Yeah.
Tapes. I go way back, right?
Yeah.
But
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, I'm old. But with Diana Nightingale, who's the widow of Earl Nightingale, the late Earl Nightingale.
Oh my gosh!
You know,
wow. Yeah.
the voice, the motivator ever, right?
Yeah.
But probably 98% of the people that I follow may never ever follow him at all, never listen to any of his work.
Yeah.
So if I can bring those kind of people, Ben Gay III is a good friend of mine. Has become a great friend, the living legend. He had worked with Zig Ziglar, worked with Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, worked with Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. So I'm able to, I build some great friendships with some very smart people, way smarter than me, and I get to bring those to people that might not see them otherwise.
So if you're out there watching this, what this is all about, building wins, meaning as in sales, building those wins.
Exactly.
Right?
So
.live.
Yep, it is. It is about building wins, and I went with the term building wins for a reason. One, I'm in the building industry in general, building wins, building sales.
Yeah.
But I've really tried to take it even further than that. Is you build wins in general in life.
Yeah.
And all wins get thrown on the virtual win pile, right?
Yeah.
And if you keep throwing wins on, big wins, small wins, medium-sized wins, personal, spiritual, health and fitness, sales, I'm a believer that wins don't know the difference between each other.
Yeah.
So you throw them on the pile, and they all compound with each other. And if you get a win in the morning, let's say you get up early in the morning and you're grumpy, and you walk out in the kitchen and you make a cup of coffee for your significant other, you go, man, you look great today.
Yeah.
They smile, they're happy, you feel good. But you know what? You're ready for a great sales call, right?
Yeah.
Because you just had a small win.
Exactly.
You know? So I just believe that building wins is kind of a multifaceted thing.
And a good sales call, nothing gets you more excited than that.
Oh,
if
nothing.
You're in sales. I just am
it's
dancing around the room. I mean,
absolutely.
it's such a, and it doesn't always have to be a close. I mean, it's nice when it's a close, but it's just a good sales call, a good conversation.
Yes, exactly.
Makes all the difference in the world. So
yes, I love it. It's good stuff.
I love it. Well, Randy, I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm sure Karen's over there going, Heidi, you're going longer than you're supposed to, or it might be Megan. But I have to tell you, you and I could talk for hours.
Oh, I know we could.
And we do it. We did it last time on his show. We went way over time.
Yes, we did.
Too. So you're here at METALCON.
Yes.
You're going to be checking things out. You're going to be on Metal Coffee Shop and Roofers Coffee Shop with your new directory.
Love it.
Probably within a couple weeks.
Perfect.
And I just think you're the best. Thank you for being on the show.
No, we can't. We can only be one best, and it's you.
Oh, no. We have multiple wins.
Okay, we got multiple wins.
Win.
We are win-wins.
Yeah, we're win-wins.
Multiple wins. Love it. Well,
and we'll be winning and being back with all of you soon. I'm not even sure. I know we have a bunch of great stuff coming up. Oh, yeah. We're going to have MTL Holdings with Erin Inhofe and her team. And then we're going to have that really special live podcast at the end of the day with big news. So we will see you then. Thanks. Thank you, Randy.
Y'all.